It's October, the month for Halloween, for spooks, goblins, and other things that go bump in the night. What could be more appropriate for this month of September song? Is it October song? No, it's September song. What could be more appropriate for this month than to feature the fearful apparitions, spirits, and other creatures that used to fill our dreams this time of year? I'm dedicating this entire month to strange creatures, frightful legends, and other unworldly goings-on, such as the subject for this week, the werewolf. The werewolf folklore found in Europe harks back to a common development during the Middle Ages, arising in the context of Christianization and the associated interpretation of pre-Christian mythology in Christian terms. Now, see, that last statement is right out of academia. Stuffy middle-aged professors in their tweed jackets and leather patches on the elbows sipping Earl Grey from little porcelain cups. I don't want to talk about that. I would speak of things that scare the hell out of you, like this. People have been scared of these things since the Middle Ages in Europe and colonial times here in America. In the 1500s in Europe, a fellow named Peter Stubb was an alleged German serial killer accused of werewolfery in Bedburg, Germany. On October 31st of 1589, they had to whack off his head, possibly because they had no silver bullets. It's not known that because of the lack of silver bullets he stayed dead, but the headless werewolf can't get much done, you know. In colonial New England, an occasional werewolf turned up in the witch trials, but they never got the press the witches did, so they just sort of faded away. That is until 1941 in Hollywood. That's when Universal introduced a long line of Wolfman flicks. Larry Talbot, the character played by Lon Chaney, was always running around and biting people. He didn't want to do it, he just had to because of the full moon.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
You know, and I always wondered about this. Whenever he changed to a wolf, he always had on the same clothes, those high pocket pants and dark gray shirt. I think because he always had to wear the same clothes, it just made him impossible to live with. Lon Chaney Jr. and Universal cleaned up on the Wolfman franchise with sequels such as House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. In this film, the Wolfman is sort of a hero when towards the end of the film he grabs Dracula and they both fall off the balcony into the raging sea below. Of course, that was all for naught, because no silver bullet or wooden stake was involved. They just got wet. Now, before you brush off all this stuff as Halloween foolishness, hear this. Don't push your luck.